Yeah, of the kind of 7 teams at the bottom of the East competing for these 2 playoff spots, y'all are tied for the most home matches. So how important are these next 2 home matches to kind of getting y'all back above the line and securing a spot?
Yeah, they're super important. I think every season, you always look to win your home games. That's very important in this league. Those home games, especially here at Mercedes-Benz, we should make that place a fortress and a place that's tough to beat us in. So, super important week ahead of us, but we started with a great training session today.
And the good vibes coming off the road win at Charlotte, how does that change just these last 2 weeks?
Yeah, it helped a lot, kind of with the vibes and the mentality in the locker room and in and around the building. Everyone's been in good spirits, but we also know, the job's not finished. Our goal is to get into the playoffs, and we have 7 games ahead of us to be able to do so.
What needs to be the difference in getting results in these next 2 home matches compared to the previous home matches?
Yeah, I think just the way we performed against Charlotte. I think if we can continue to do that, we were very solid defensively. We scored a great goal coming from midfield, and obviously the addition of Alexi helps a lot. You can see he's a world-class player, and we're super happy to have him. So, I think in the next 7 games, especially the games at home, he'll help us a lot.
What do you get to know about him off the field? What kind of guy is he?
Super nice guy, yeah. Really down to earth, kind of a little bit more soft spoken than Gigi at times, but no, great guy. Comes from a great family. He has a twin brother that's also playing professionally. So he comes from a really nice background, and his personality and attitude toward training and coming here with Atlanta United has been world class so far. So we're super grateful and happy to have him.
And how is it different now that you've had a couple of appearances with him, playing with him compared to Thiago in that position?
Yeah, it's just obviously a different kind of player. Thiago's, obviously a little bit shorter in stature, kind of a little bit more twisty and creative. But Alexi is, you could see the world-class left foot that he has, which is very unique. And you can see when you get him in open space, he can create goal-scoring opportunities for us. So, we're super happy to have him.
When Rob first took over, the schedule was crazy. You guys were playing a bunch of games midweek. Now that you've had some time to work with him on the training pitch, what's the personality that he wants you guys to play with? Yeah,
just kind of no fear. No fear, and at times, having nothing to lose. We've gotten ourselves in this position, and I think it's a good position to be in right now because we're fighting to get into the playoffs, and that means that every single match matters and is almost like a final for us. So the training's been really, really good. We've all had good attitudes. Everyone's been working hard, and we're waiting on 2 or 3 guys to get back from international duty, and we'll have the full squad and attack these last 7 games with everything that we have.
How has your role kind of evolved and what he wants you to do?
Yeah, just trying to step in as even more of a leader than I have been in the past. And, I'm obviously a guy that's been here for 5 years now. And, I think it's important for me to onboard, guys like Alexi on and off the pitch and, let him know kind of how I like to play. And, maybe, we can create some type of combinations on my side and create goal-scoring opportunities. So, I'm just trying to lead this team as best as possible and get us into the playoffs.
Last one for me about Alexi, with him being such a 1-2 touch kind of guy versus Thiago, who was so great on the dribble, how does that change the way that you guys attack?
Yeah, I think the ball will move a lot faster once it goes through Alexi. I think, like you said, he's kind of a 1 and 2 touch type of player, and he likes wall passes, give and goes, and he likes to play the ball into the space, which is ideal for me because if he can play me into the space, maybe I can cross it back into him. So I'm really excited to play with him, especially at Mercedes-Benz in front of our home crowd, and Nashville is the first of 7 finals for us.
What was your best shot at your girlfriend?
My best shot? I think I hit like a 25-foot putt from.
There you go.
Yeah, it was decent. All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks, Brooks.
See you, Brooks. Of the 7-8 teams competing for these final 2 playoff spots in these reasonable playoff spots in these, Y'all are tied for the most home matches. So how important are these 2 home matches coming up and getting as many points as you can?
Yeah, I mean, I've always said, regardless of position in the table, regardless of points and whatnot, home matches are always important. You know, we know what the Benz is about. We know what the stadium brings in terms of atmosphere and our supporters and our fans. And so, you know, for us, it's almost like a side note that, you know, the games have the implications that they do, because, you know, every time we step on that field, it just carries a little bit more, and we know that we've got a responsibility to go out and try and pick up as many points as we can.
What needs to be different for y'all in terms of the performance in these next 2 games compared to the previous ones at home?
Yeah, I mean, I think when you look at, you know, the game in Charlotte, you look at, you know, past games, you know, we need to be able to put it all together in terms of the defensive side of the ball, the attacking side of the ball, and it needs to be, for those 90-plus minutes, it needs to be together in terms of a performance. There have been times when we've defended well, not taking our chances. There have been a time when we've taken chances, scored a few goals, and we've not defended well. And so, you know, we need to make sure we put it together.
I presume, that's been one of the points of emphasis in training these past 2 weeks, is kind of how to get both things locked down.
Yeah, I mean, listen, that's at the end of the day, that's the nature of the game, right? Defending and attacking. You know, you've got to be able to defend, you got to be able to attack, and you know, we now as a group need to try and go into a match day and put it together and make sure the focus and concentration is there to hopefully allow us to do that.